Welcome to Kung Fu Minutes. In this program, we're going to begin presenting to you some simple self-defense techniques and methods applied against standard street attacks. It's our hope that this program encourages you, the viewer, to seek out qualified martial art instruction to further your self-defense needs. My name is Tyler Ray, and I'll be instructing you throughout this program. Assisting me is Mr. Dane Kroll. Thank you for your attention, and now let's begin. The next movement we'd like to present is a forbidden movement. It's forbidden in all forms of combat sport, from boxing to MMA and even sumo wrestling. Seasoned referees often have to be very vigilant to spot this movement because it can be potentially so devastating within combat sports. But for self-defense, it's a movement that, ironically, you've been doing your whole life. From here, as Mr. Kroll converges against me with a front forward slap, I'm going to slap his attack with what the Chinese call pak sao or pak jeng, which means literally slapping palm. Once I slap his arm from here, I'm using the center of my palm as a pivot point to drive my elbow into his tricep muscle from here. This motion, done without Mr. Kroll, is literally me wiping my mouth. Whether done with the left or right hand, you're making contact, pivoting, and allowing the forearm and palm to come up and cover your jugular plexus from here and driving this elbow forward. Again, this is a somewhat an indirect attack, but it has very, very devastating consequences for the attacker. Again, as Mr. Kroll comes forward and I slap, this elbow will always catch and intersect this arm. Because it's so devastating, the arm bone is comprised of the humerus bone here and the ulnar radial bone. The forearm can take tremendous punishment. The humerus bone cannot. So on contact, you have the potential to not only damage the tricep muscle, but shatter the humerus bone. Now again, you're trying to do this gently. Within the heat of a self-defense situation, you're trying to survive and break this attack from attaching to you. So as he comes forward to touch me from here and I slap, I drive this elbow forward. It has the ability to then turn him away from me so that I can flee and get away. On another level here, because you're striking the region of the tricep muscle, when struck, it makes it nearly impossible for Mr. Kroll to continue to use this arm, let alone hold a weapon in his hand, which is of great benefit. Descending downward, it also lets you push his arm against his body if you have to shove him and get away. On another level, to conclude with, as he comes forward to touch me again, and I deflect upward, it opens up his flanks and ribs so that I can either strike, slap the groin, slap the face, open up a number of targets, and then get away. Thank you, Mr. Kroll. Thank you for your attention. We hope that the information presented in this program is of benefit to your self-defense needs and encourages you to seek out qualified martial art instruction. On behalf of myself and Mr. Kroll, thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you in other programs.